Hi everyone, welcome back to another sprint closure update. We've had a busy couple of weeks of new features, polishing, and a new major upcoming milestone. Let's get into it. We've been moving fast and adding a lot of content to the game, but now it's time to go back and polish. Think of it like renovating a house that you already live in. It works, but the paint is peeling and the stairs are creaky. So we're introducing dedicated time to polishing each sprint. Not a huge amount, maybe just 20% of the sprint will be focused on tightening up the visuals, gameplay, the animation, just anything to really make the game shine. So, meta updates. On the front end side, we've added a bunch of foundational things. The reward screen is now in, super basic, but it's there. We've integrated an awesome open source UI plugin to avoid those sharp, ugly edges Unity usually gives you by default. First implementation of Unity's addressable system is live, which will help us manage assets better and keep things more modular long term. Also, we've improved how connection feedback shows up for players, especially during playtests. Less confusion, happier testers. We've also made some tweaks to UX, removing the matchmaking button when you're not in a match to avoid confusion, and polishing how feedback like connection status and game versions are displayed. All of it adds up to a smoother player experience. Core updates. On the gameplay side, we're still spending some time fixing lingering bugs, but that's slowing down now finally. A lot of polished work came out of the recent playtest feedback also. We've got two new characters in-game right now, River and Snowbird. River is fully playable and honestly, pretty badass. We're using Gerard as a placeholder model, but you can check out River's movesets. He's our assassin-type character, low HP but super high damage and precision. His main weapon pierces enemies. He's got a targeted dash that lets him teleport through walls. And his ultimate swaps ranged weapon for a deadly melee blade. We've also added visual upgrades and animation that bring him to life. Snowbird is partially in, we've got his upgrade cards and his base implementation. Okay, let's talk art. We've made a ton of visual progress this sprint. First up, we have our giant gorilla character, Corin, who is now fully concepted and blocked out. This is the biggest character in our lineup so far and will likely stay that way until soft launch. Big shout out to our artists Jean-Luca and Antoine for making this happen. Then we've got our new character in the works, Nikki. He's electric, literally. Think Nikola Tesla meets futuristic streetwear. Right now we're still in the early sketch phase. We'll decide soon if the direction sticks or if we want to iterate further. We've also got our adorable bee monsters, super fun, super cute. Thanks to Antoine and Maro for bringing them to life. We've seen some new progress on Jack, great work from Odin there. Up next, we have Maya's props, which includes a knife bomb, very cool stuff from Arthur. Another character, Adabusk new animations by Raul. And let's not forget our adorable snowbird animations by David. And finally, a sneak peek to River's rig that's underway. Let's talk environments. Maro has been concepting modular high-rise buildings that will sit around the edges of the play area. This will help us build some visual depth and atmosphere without impacting gameplay. We're also adding tons of city props like cars, trucks, signs, and more. These elements help the world feel more lived in. Big update here, we've revamped how doors integrate with walls, so they no longer feel like they're isolated and floating. Everything now fits together much better. Level 5 is coming together and it's looking gorgeous. We've added in-world advertisements with an alien font that we created in-house. All of this amazing work thanks to our environment team. That's it for the sprint update. We're building towards the private tournament on the horizon, characters are coming online, and polish is finally starting to happen. Plus, our world is filling in fast and the environments are starting to click. If you are as hyped as we are, wishlist Raiders rise and follow along because we have a lot more to show you. Thank you so much for watching and we'll catch you in the next sprint update.